up? What's up, beloved souls? It is the 12-12 portal. The energies are strong. I've been feeling such auspiciousness. I've been feeling blessed. I've been feeling magical. I've been like tapping into his energies. I've been getting calls and text messages of miracles happening after miracles happening after miracles happening. And I'm here for it all. Twin flames coming into union, twin flames being shifted around, like so much healing going on. So it's just such a great time. It's such a great time. That's all I got. So, of course, I wanted to know what was up with the Twin Flame Collective during this time. So Gaia definitely has a message for everyone because that's been consistent. We're going to talk to the romance angels and then we'll see what else is coming up for you guys with this beautiful 12-12 portal. Like, I'm so excited to see what this means for twin flames, especially as we move into the solstice, as we're closing out the year. 2022 is going to be powerful for twins. Like, I'm looking at 122 right now. Like, 2022 is going to be a freaking powerhouse for twin flames across the globe, across the globe. Let's see what this portal is bringing in. So tell me, my beautiful team of light, angels, and guides, what do we have? The beautiful twin flame collective for this 12-12 portal. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Right. Got 3 cards. Stay optimistic about your love life. Give your relationship a chance. And deception. Ooh, we got 3 different energies here. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. One of the first cards that came out. So there is going to be a shift, a healing, a releasing during this time in which we're going to be letting go of the illusion and you're going to start to see the people in your life truly for who they are. This is also letting you know that you're going to be seeing the truth of who you are at this time as well. So, big healing, big layers of bullshit just like coming off. It's time to step into the truth of who and what you really are. Many twins at this time have been shifted around. There have been a lot of endings, um, a lot of karmic endings, right? A lot of people like relocating, jobs changing, like big shifts, right? Because twins are being moved around and healed and situated in different areas so that they can come into union. So the fact that these false masks are falling off, the fact that like illusions are falling apart, the fact that these old paradigms are falling apart right at the wayside. It's not like, holy shit, my life is falling apart. It's like, yes, holy shit, this bullshit is done. Like now I can step forward, I can be who I truly am, like who I truly is meant to be. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This is, again, a lot. A lot of twins are coming into union right now, right? And what is the twin flame dynamic? It's about being with someone where you're unconditionally loving yourself, they're unconditionally loving themselves, and you guys come into union and you help to heal each other, right? And our twins reflect back to us the parts of ourselves that are delicious, amazing, and awesome, and also the parts of ourselves that need attention and like shadow work and healing, right? And so when the going gets rough, sometimes the rough gets going, but in this situation, it's like no, you can't really keep running from that. You can leave your twin and try to run from it, but at the end of the day, wherever you're at, wherever you go, that's where you're at, right? So you can't really run from yourself. So it's a matter of like, let me stand in this space, let me acknowledge like where I'm at in this situation, right? Is this a reflection of who I really am, or is this something being projected onto me? And when we're dealing with the twin flame dynamic and that person is seeing parts of themselves that they don't always like and they start projecting, it can be hard, right? It can be hard not to embody some of those things and not to take on the pains and the insults or whatever comes with it, right? Because people can lash out when they get upset, when they feel cornered, when they're being told to be vulnerable, to be really expressive, right? People get really defensive in that energy. So it's a matter of, and I'm not talking about narcissism, I'm not talking about abuse, I'm talking about just like fucking emotions, right? Like sometimes it sucks, sometimes you don't want to talk about the shit, sometimes it just hurts, sometimes you just want to be ignorant and blissful, right? At the bottom of a bottle somewhere, but that's not the answer to the situation. So it's a matter of like showing up and being like, all right, you're my person and I'm your person and this fucking situation sucks and I don't like how this feels and I didn't like that action, but we're gonna work on this. Like, we could talk about it. We can get together. We can communicate about things, right? Like, we can do this because you're mine and I'm yours. And that's not a like ownership thing. That's a respect thing. That's a love thing. That's an honoring thing. That's a valuing thing. But relationships do take work, right? They take effort, take goals, they take, like commitment. They take fucking time, dude. It takes time. Stay optimistic about your love life. I love that. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. What is the energy that you're putting into this dynamic right now, right? With this portal being open, we're releasing all this shit at the doorway that's not going to serve us, right? I just said this message in another reading, but our souls aren't having it anymore, right? Like, your soul is always connected to the Most High. Your soul is always guiding you towards your happily ever after. Your soul wants nothing but for you to be joyous, happy, successful, living your highest timeline, like living the highest, greatest good. Like, your soul wants you to be in love and abundant and healthy. Like, that's what your soul is desiring from you, right? And so right now, that deception card, you're standing at the portal, you're standing at the gateway, and you got to leave that dumb shit behind. Why? So you can step into your future. You can step into your happily ever after. Like, what do you want? What are you envisioning your twin flame dynamic to look like in the future? Is it a stressful relationship where you feel like you're always going to be doing all this work and it has to be karmic, there has to be a runner, there has to be a chaser? Or is it a point where you're going to be like, no, I see union, I see wholeness, I see me loving and being great about who I am, and I see them loving and thriving and being great about who they are, and then we're together and we're loving and thriving and we're being great together. They're living their best life and I'm living my best life and we're living our best life together. Like, what do you want your future to look like? Because this doorway, this portal's opening for you to bring in that love, to bring in that abundance of just joy and deliciousness, to bring twins together. Twins, you're gonna see, I'm telling you, across the globe, you're going to see massive amount of twins start coming into union. Separation, time apart from your partner, is on the horizon. Again, a lot of karmic endings have been happening, right? A lot of soulmate relationships have been ending. People have been separating, and shifting around. And sometimes absence does make the heart grow fonder, right? It so cliche, but it is true because sometimes you're being taken for granted, right? And you have to step away. Step away not only so that the other person recognizes your value, worth, and respect, but also step away so you can start to see it within yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're a twin, especially, this journey is about unconditionally loving yourself first before you can even get into a union. So, do you love you enough to be in union, right? Sometimes we're separated so that we can be with ourselves and learn to love and value ourselves. And from that space, then we go and join, we can partner up, right? So, taking the time apart, and whether that's forced time apart because of all the quarantines and restrictions, and maybe it's distance again, could be because people are moving, we're moving to different levels of ourselves as well as physically being moved around as well. So if you are in separation, or if you're going into separation, or if things are dissolving by the wayside, don't freak out. You know what I mean? Because things are shifting and falling apart so that they can fall back together. I'm gonna do one more romance angel, and then I'm gonna do a card from Gaia, obviously. She got something to say. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Literally, you can't. You got to leave that shit at the door. Everything at the door, at the gateway, everything has to be left behind. You can't take it with you anymore. It's not serving you, right? It's not serving your greatest good. It's not serving your highest path. Like, it taught you what you needed to learn, but I'm telling you, there's a reason all these relationships are dissolving. There's a reason all these things are falling apart. There's a reason people are being separated, people are being moved, just because it's time. Your soul is not having it, right? We like to stay and we make excuses. I know I have children, right? It's easy to say and to stay and to deal because you're a fake martyr. But are the kids really happier because you decided to be a fucking fake ass martyr in a miserable relationship? No. Are you teaching them to love, honor, and respect themselves and to unconditionally love themselves in that situation? No, you're not, right? Are you saying because it's comfortable? Are you saying because Your family would say something otherwise. Are you saying because, like you're scared of being out on your own? Like, what are you being called to do? Because you got to let a lot of that shit go in order to be who you really are. Release all the baggage so you can fucking rise up and be the divine masculine and divine feminine that you truly are, so that you can be fully in a space of unconditional love, so that you can receive that back. Like this is this energy right now. Like this doorway is opening up and it's gonna guide you to let that shit go and to really move forward. Because you deserve it. You deserve a happily ever after. You deserve the joy. You deserve the fulfillment. You deserve the like amazing sex, the love. Like you deserve all of that. You deserve all that. But you have to do the healing. You gotta do the work. And you gotta be willing to let go of who you were and what was in order to move forward. And sometimes it's letting go of things that our ex or our twin has done, right? Or like when we're seeing things in them that maybe we've had in another relationship, like letting go of that judgment, letting go of the control, letting go of like boxing them in. If you're gonna forgive and forget, then you have to actually like forgive and forget and move on. But if every time you guys get into a fight, you're bringing up some old shit, so 11-11, that's not what's up. You know what I mean? Like that's not really honoring the path. Like give people space to heal, including yourself, right? We all have toxic traits. None of us is perfect, and everyone's not mine. It's just not realistic, you know. So it's a matter of like owning where you're at, standing in your yeses, standing in your no's, creating healthy boundaries, right? And like showing up and like envisioning what you truly want and knowing that like some people and some things you just gotta let go. And it's all right and it hurts sometimes, but a temporary hurt is better than a forever hurt, right? Like it's one thing if I bang my knee on a table, like, ow, that hurts a little bit. It's another thing if I get my fucking leg amputated. You know what I mean? Like, use your freaking discernment and have some perspective. All right, Gaia. Sorry. What you got for the twin flame ceremony invocation? I love this. So we have the ancestors coming in big time, really guiding people at this time and really activating some of those dormant gifts. This is a energy of like creating like a kind of a ritualistic space almost, but it's also about calling in the things you want. You see how she's here? It's showing it to me almost like she's making bread, although I think those are like crystals under her hand, but it's almost like she's making bread. Like she's focused. She's got her like again, it's like setting the intentions. She's focused. She's got her eyes on it. Her heart's going into it. You got the energy of the ancestors behind her, like pouring in. Like pour the love and the energy into your connection. Create something beautiful, right? Like when we cook out of love, our food tastes very different than if we just cook out of obligation, right? And so this is an energy of just like really focusing your intention on what you want this dynamic to look like where are you going? Love the image in the background, right? It's almost like a mannequin, but it looks pregnant. I don't know if you can see that, right? So it's a time of fertility, a time of new beginnings, a time of creation. With the snake here, a time of healing, right? This candle here, a time of passion. Like put that into your dynamic right now. Healing is coming in, creation is coming in, firing energy is coming in. Like let the supporting love of the angels and the ancestors flow through you guys to really bring you into union. And stay grounded. Another message from Gaia right now. Stay grounded through the connection. Stay grounded through the healing. You have ancestors supporting your path. Wow. Love, compassion. These are like some of the same cards that just came out, I want to say, in like the Starseed reading. So it's about compassion, not just for others, right? But it's also compassion for yourself because you're doing the work, right? You're doing the healing work. You're the one like really looking at your shadows and really seeing like what, even when our twins reflect back to us something, right? If we don't do shit about it, nothing will change, right? So when you're getting this energy now being reflected back to you, you're doing something about it, right? You're taking stock of it. You're being like, oh, I was kind of harsh, or oh, I was kind of bitchy, or damn, I should have said something, or I didn't say enough, right? Like you're starting to see that now and starting to make those really beautiful shifts. But you're also starting to see that within your twin, right? And so you're seeing not only your spiritual level, but you're seeing the level of your spiritual, you're seeing the spiritual level of your twin, and able to do like the give and take, right? Like able to hold space for them and offer them love when maybe they're going through their own shifts, right? Because of the healing or with the things that you're reflecting back to them. So this is really a time of like being open, being compassionate, being respectful, honoring where they're at, honoring where you guys have come from, right? Because also with this invocation card, you have a lot of past life energies that are affecting your dynamic right now, right? So it's a matter of keeping your heart open and knowing that some of the past life shit is coming up in your dynamic, and not just like specifically your past lives or your twins' past life, but like the past lives energies of like the connection, right? If you're in the same sex connection, for instance, there's a lot of like judgment and fear energy currently as well as lifetimes before, right? Like just think about where it was like 10, 20 years ago, right? If you're in interracial relationship, same thing, right? If even like even the dynamics of what it means to be a man and a woman in a relationship, right? Those gender roles, right? The woman's supposed to be home barefoot and pregnant and in the kitchen, but the man's supposed to be like the provider and taking care of everything. And so then like we have all these things that we're healing within the collective, as well as healing our own shit, right? Our own abandonment issues, our own jealousy issues, our own resentment, our own angers, our own pains, our own traumas, like all of that stuff. So it's really a matter of like understanding that you have a lot of support coming in right now from the heavens and the healing and all this shit, but also understanding that if you keep your heart open and are really in a space of love, things are going to flow a lot better. There's a lot of healing energy coming in right now with the twins. There's a lot of healing energy coming in, a lot of support from the other realm, really healing twins individually and healing their connection. There's a big divine healing going on, real divine healings and shifts and movements in order to bring you guys into union. And a lot of that is like your ancestors working behind the scenes, angels, and the energies from your past life, like coming activated now that you guys are getting closer together. If you haven't already met, you're gonna start to see like talents and skills and shit that you weren't even aware of that are gonna kind of just like be in sync with your twin. You know, weird, not weird, but unique synergy. Green man. Oh, I like that. You guys freak me out. I have the goosebumps right now, but again, it's like things are you're going to start melding. Things are going to start happening. Your soul tribe is showing up. Ancestors are activating gifts within like your DNA structure that have been dormant. You're going to just, things are just going to start to like flow as you start to release these layers of nonsense and step through that gateway, that 1212 gateway, and as we're leading into the solstice, you're going to start to see life like show up for you. It's going to start to feel freaking magical. It literally is going to start to feel like synchronistic and magical, and you're just going to be like, like the serendipity is gonna just be like, what the heck? And like the most best way though, the most best way. You're being really, really supported to in your healing and your releasing of those old energies. Whether that's it could be the old energy with your twin right now. Like even if it's like an argument from yesterday, you're releasing these old energies and stepping into a new, and that's shifting everything for you guys right now. Everything, everything, everything. All right, we're gonna do Guardian Angels. Wanted to come out. I don't know what's going on. I just do what I'm guided to do. I'm not even in a space of judgment. It's like, what's up? Y'all got something to say? Cool. I wasn't even really expecting to do readings. I know I wanted to do one 12-12 reading, and then it was kind of like, no, the twins need their own. I was like, oh, okay. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Y'all gotta let those, gotta let bygones be bygones, let the past stay right where the fuck it was at in the past. Forgiveness and understanding. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Forgiveness and understanding, and then we have compassion. This is about you loving you, right? Loving you. You loving you, you loving you, you loving you. You really letting the past go, like letting it go. And I mean, even the past parts of yourself that aren't in alignment with where you're going. You got to let all of it go. And it starts with loving you, right? And people get forgiveness such a bad rap because it can be like, oh, well, it's not a pass, right? Like if you say to someone like, oh, like you forgive an offense, it's not a pass. It doesn't mean that what they did was okay. It just means that like it's not going to be sitting in your soul and your body, like eating away at you like some fucked up poison, right? It's like, let me let the shit go. Because the past is the past. You can't do nothing about it. Now, what does it teach you? It teaches you to set boundaries. It teaches you to stand in your yes. It teaches you to stand in your no. It teaches you, maybe I don't want to deal with that energy. It teaches you like, all right, cool, I forgive you, but you're not the person that should be in my space right now. Like we're not in alignment. Like you're not a good look. You know what I mean? Like you could look good and not be a good look. I know many of those people like that. So it's really about a sense of forgiveness within your own self and healing, which can, when you love you and you're in alignment with you, you're not walking around being disrespectful and nasty and selfish and rude. Like you're really just in a good space. And so you want to share that good energy with other people. And so when you forgive yourself and you have that loving awareness of where you're at, you also have an understanding of where you came from. And so when it's being reflected back to you or you see it outside of you, you have an understanding of where those people are coming from too on this, right? In this. So that's big. It's big right now because that forgiveness, that understanding, that love is going to bring compassion to you. And thus, that's something you can offer to your twin. Dope shit. Also got my guardian angels. Guardian angel. No, we're not doing that. Well, blessings and abundance. I love it. Too many cards fell out. Can I have one card, please? Listen deeply. 2222, I just saw. Listen deeply. You're going to be getting a lot of messages. I'm telling you, your ancestors are coming in hot and heavy right now. Hot and heavy, hot and heavy, hot and heavy, hot and heavy. Like with guidance, you're gonna have the ancestors, you're gonna have angels. Like there's so much energy right now. 144, I'm looking at. There's so much energy right now to support you guys coming into union, to support your healing, to support your wholeness. Like you're really gonna have to dive deep. And for some of you, this is your ear chakras being activated. So you're going to be hearing beyond hearing. Like, you need to hear beyond the words. This is, goes back to that synergy card, right? Trust what you're feeling, right? And I'm not talking about from a space of fear, because if your heart is open and you're living from love, you're not living from fear. Trust what you're feeling. Trust the intuitive hits. Trust the guidance that's coming in for you. There's going to be a lot of guidance, a lot of clarity, a lot of shifts, a lot of signs, my beautiful twins. I'm telling you, this portal is activating you guys in a new way, and your ancestors and the angels are coming in big, like big, 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 big. You're going to start to see feathers and coins. You're going to hear songs. You're going to see numbers. You're going to see like the same animal. You're going to see so many signs over and over and over and over again. You're gonna start to hear things over and over and over again. I'm talking about music playing, like the same fucking song wherever you go. Like there's gonna be signs everywhere for you, a certain smell. Um, it's just gonna be this connection, and you and your twin, you and your twin, you and your twin, you and your twin. It might be annoying to a point. Too many cards again. I love y'all. Y'all doing too many cards. I'm gonna get one more, and I'm gonna wrap this up. One more card. Thank you. Fast. Sacred plan, because this is divine. This is divine. Trust it. Like literally, you have so much help right now coming in. Look at all this light energy, right? Look at all this light. Beautiful light, 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 light. You have all of this light energy. All of your angels, ancestors, ascended masters, spirit guides, spirit animals, galactic star family, like all this energy supporting you right now in your healing, in your growth, in your expansion, because this portals, I'm telling you, your freaking gifts. Even look where the gifts are, right? Right here, across the solar plexus, power center, right across our heart. I'm talking about love this entire reading, right? I'm talking about love. They even got the light going in through the ears and eye. If you're gonna be having your ear chakras activated, and your freaking third eye is gonna be super activated, you're getting a huge spiritual upgrade with these shifts. You guys are being this doorway. I'm telling you, this portal, this 12 portal. You're standing on the threshold. You go into it. You have love, you have joy, you have healing, you have abundance, you have all these spiritual gifts that are being activated, you have creative talents that are coming in. Your ancestors are like handing you like it's like they're handing you like bucket after bucket after bucket of like freaking gold and coins. It's like a treasure trove if you walk through the gateway. Or you can stay where you're at and be comfortable. There's no judgment. You know what I mean? Some people need a little bit longer to feel secure. But right now, if you can love yourself and you can take a chance in yourself and you can kind of surrender to this process and know that like it's all good and really just start paying attention in the present moment to all the signs that are showing up for you, it's going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious because you got so many blessings coming in. It's really just like you just got to open your heart and step through it, right? And I know that this twin flame journey can be kind of intense, right? Because we're always healing and we're accountable and there's just fucking healing and accountability and healing and accountability. You're like, what the fuck? I just want to have fun and maybe have some hot sex, but it can be a little intense, but don't give up, right? Because this is really about you unconditionally loving you. And from that space, the universe just pours back into you and everything is reflecting back to you, from your friends and your job to the weather to the foods you like. Everything is just going to start to be more magical, more delicious. So let go of the past, be willing to release the pains of the past, whether that's from a karmic, a soulmate, yourself, your twin. It's time to let it go. Like let it go. We're about to end the year, right? It's like let bygones be bygones. Start singing the freaking New Year's song now, right? What is that shit? But whatever. I'm not even gonna try to sing it. Drive us all crazy trying to sing some awful New Year's song in fucking the middle of December. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm excited about this gateway. There's a lot of shifts coming in. I mean, there's blessings coming in, there's healing coming in, there's magic coming in, and there's like sacred love and divinity coming in. So I'm here for it because this divine love that's coming in for you guys, the divine is literally like healing the connection for you. Don't forget that. You don't remember nothing else I said. Don't forget that. The divine is coming in to heal. Once you're willing to let go of the past and stop holding on so tight to the bullshit that of yesterday, so you can enjoy today and step into a beautiful new tomorrow. It's lit, baby. Lit. All right. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. I'll see you on the motherfucking other side. Later.